At Prep, we just changed our name and are extremely excited about the name change because it seems to be more of the personality of the channel. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for watching. I'm lotioning it up right now. That's why I'm rubbing my hands together, because you gotta stay moisturized. One thing my wife is teaching me, she's like, you gotta stay moisturized. I'm like, so y'all remember, those that follow the channel, y'all remember a few weeks ago, maybe a month now, I poked a hole in my hand, working. It has healed pretty nicely. It's not sore anymore. It doesn't hurt, but the skin now is just dry around. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Let's see here. Yeah, right there. Okay, the skin is really dry. So it's that's the last stage of the healing process. Is the skin is starting to just kind of callus over, and then from that it will go away and it'll be completely healed. So I'm thankful and happy that didn't cause any more problems than it did. And hey, Watchman, how are you? Did I misspell your? Oh gosh, your Y-O-U-R. Yeah, your dreams, not Y-O-U-R-E. That's you-are. Yeah, right? I mean, did I misspell it? Because I'm like, I'm always very, I try to be very cautious with my spelling, and I try not to put anything anything public that I have not spell checked. You're not supposed to do that, bro. Not supposed to do what? What, put lotion on? What am I not supposed to do? Oh my goodness. Now I'm like, what? What am I not supposed to do? Oh, I'm not supposed to lotion up? Tell me what I'm not supposed to do. Oh my God. I'm trying to get to, all I get to try, the more I try to take care of myself, because no, my phone is sensitive to touch. You're not supposed to poke. Oh, trust me, it was strictly accidental. You must not been on when I did it, and I think I was. If I wasn't live when I did it, I definitely came in and showed you guys right after. It's been about a month ago. So anyway, I was putting up an exhaust fan in a bathroom, and I did it a different way. Normally what I do, I buy the entire assembly. This time I caught myself trying to save the company some money, and I just bought the fan unit, the motor and the fan itself, and that was it. And with the fan, it came separate. Most of the time it's comes attached. So it was they make it where it's hard to put on. So I mean, that's a good thing. But I was thinking this whole thing, I was like, I do not need to push this thing really hard, because if I do, it's gonna go through my hand. And I kept saying that just goes to show the power of your mind, because I did it. I was pushing it real soft, and what I should have done, I should have used maybe like a block, or thinking back on it, hindsight is always 20/20. I probably should have used like a block or a piece of 2x4 or something like that. And I pushed that fan on top of that shaft, and the next thing I know, I was like, whoop, and it was in my hand before I even realized it was in my hand. And it went in pretty deep too, pretty deep, to the point where the next day, Jennifer called it, my fatty tissue was poking out the hole. So I didn't pull on it, because I was like, oh yeah, this don't look good. So I pushed it back in there, had her to clean it up real good for me and bandage it up. About 2 days later, I was good. I probably could have used a stitch or two, but it was good. Kept it clean, kept boiling out with peroxide, and kept a bandage on it. And when I would, do any work like I normally do, I always wear gloves anyway. So yeah, if I press on it in a certain spot, I can still feel. And this product, for me, I have a very high tolerance of pain. Hey, JK, been missing you. Just a brain break. I'm at work right now in Illinois. Hey, JK, what do you think of the new name change? Hey, Full of Hope, how are you? Full of Hope, I think I might go get me some more silver today. I wish I could find me a place where I could buy it cheap though. So you said you would tell me to buy sterling silver, right? So if I buy sterling silver like rings and things like that, that's still good, right? Then we're gonna definitely get on topic, because this is one of my favorite topics to talk about right here. One of my favorite. I like the name change. That'll work. Thank you. I so appreciate that. JK's one of our originals. Been around since she was in Alaska. We've gone through a lot this year, haven't we? It's so cheap at $50. What is so cheap at $50? Tell me what's so cheap at $50. Are you talking about silver? You talking about sterling, or what? What are we talking about? All right, so as always, I want to thank you guys, show you some appreciation for being here and always supporting the channel. And I'm looking at some other things that's going to propel the channel. Doing some more research. You guys know I'm always trying to do something. Always trying to just, we all got a lot going on. Silver rounds. Silver rounds. Like for what? For bang bang? I'm confused for real now. I'm so confused. Make sure the silver has 9.999 printed on it. Oh, really? Oh. Now, what about old coins? Like because the coins I keep meaning to show you guys what I bought. These old coins I bought were from like the 1920s. Can't remember what it said. I think it said 0.93. I think. I can't remember. Yes, silver isn't cheap now. No, it isn't. It sure isn't. And it's, the more popular something becomes, the harder it is to get, and the more you're gonna pay for it. Just is what it is. All right, y'all. So we'll talk about silver for the next 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're gonna get on topic, okay? Because I really, I've been really wanting to talk about this, especially since we made the name change. 92. So the topic this morning is, what if all your dreams really did come true? And I want you guys to really start telling me some of your dreams. Because one thing I've noticed in my life, I'm good at a lot of things, but I don't really have any passion for anything. I'm consistent with YouTube, and I guess that's a level of passion. Spreading the word and trying to motivate, educate, and inspire. I guess that's a level of passion. But you know how you see some of these folks, because I've been really looking at these selling channels, like SALING, selling, like boats. And these people are so super passionate about their sailboats. They're so super passionate about that lifestyle. And I'm like, man, I wish I had something like that in my life. I mean, I've been searching for, a long time. You know how people are like, hey, when you're a kid, what is it that you want to do when you grow up? All right, so it's like, people are like, what do you want to do when you grow up? When I was a kid, there were two things that really struck me. And the first one, I don't know, I guess they came about the same time. I was out playing one day, and I had to be 3 or 4 years old. And because I knew it had to be either before my sister was born or she was a baby. And I was out in the front yard playing, and this helicopter, these two guys in a helicopter, they came and hovered right over me as I was playing. Now, thinking back on it seemed like when I was a kid that they were right there, low enough for me to touch. Of course, they weren't. But they just paused, and then they kept on going. And I was like, man, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Of course, at 3-4 years of age, that is cool. Phone is ringing already this morning. This is crazy. So, at 3-4 years old, that's really cool. So that was one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to fly helicopters. I was like, man, I can see myself doing that. And had I listened to my grandfather, because I didn't realize, I had always, heard that my grandfather was in the Army, and he fought during World War II, and as I got older, I started, asking them questions about things. And I found out later on in life that my grandfather was one of the troops that hit the islands, hit the shores of Normandy during D-Day. And I was like, whoa, that's serious. He was telling me something, telling me these stories. He never would go into detail about the death, but he would tell me some funny stories. He told me this one story about how they were at in the chow hall one day, and back then it was really, really, really tough and difficult for people to get bread, and he was crazy about light bread, which is for us like white bread, and sliced white bread. So he said that he went to reach for the end piece, and he always loved the end piece. Y'all know that little piece that looks different than all the rest. So he said he went to grab for it, and this other guy grabbed it at the same time, and neither one of them would let go. And he said it was the biggest fight in the chow hall over that end piece of bread. But you know what? It was the way he was told this story. I never found out who got the end piece of bread. I never did find out. And he's been dead since probably 1994. So I'll never find out who got the end piece of bread. But I don't even know why I got on that story. Good gracious. Anyway, we're talking about passion, talking about dreams and goals. It doesn't look like dreams can come true anymore. Oh no, they can, Watchmen. Yes, they can. Dreams can, and they do come true every single day. Miracles happen every day. They do happen. Yes, they do. I gotta go to a meeting, family, y'all. Be safe and take it easy. You do the same thing. Full of hope. If I could make a dream come true, it would be similar to yours. What is Full of Hope's dream? All right, I'm 53. I'm not materialistic. I would be the owner of a 25-acre farm with poor people housed and fed and living in freedom. Then I would give them all a Bible. I would love that. So that's a great dream. So how many people would you love to house? And when you say poor people, do you mean people who are homeless poor, or you mean people? Cause see, like I don't know what poor is in Ireland, okay? Cause see, poor here in America is like rich everywhere else in the world. We think people that are poor here are really not poor. They're rich. Poor. Put it this way: poor people here still have TVs and running water, and yeah, they still have a roof over their head. So I would gain control of my parents' 5 acres. My family would be okay, and I would help others too. Okay. What else? See, I need to hear more. That's what I need. I need to hear more. I'm gonna tell you guys one of my dreams and one of my goals, and I developed this as a young person. I mean, I was probably like 15, 16, and it's crazy that it has happened. I just didn't do it. So there's this old high school back home in Tyler, Texas, named Emmett Scott High. My mom actually graduated from there. And for years, I mean, when I was growing up, from the time that I remember until I went back home, I was like, oh my God, they actually did something with this school. That place was vacant. So what I always have dreamed of, like I said, I was a young man when I came up with this dream. I always wanted to turn that high school, that particular high school, into some kind of youth center where kids could get off the streets. They would be able to come and get computer training and job training, learn how to fill out applications, fill out resumes. It had a gym, so I wanted it to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I wanted to fully staff it, but you know what? I went back home last September. What was that? 2019? No, that was 2018. September 2018. God, time flies. And do you guys know that somebody took my dream and did it? It is now a youth center. It's a youth violation. Good morning, Ashley. We've been missing you. Homeless population increasing by the day. You're still young. You can't be even 30 yet. Oh my God. Thank you, Watchman. I appreciate that. I am 46 years of age as of May the 4th. He said I couldn't be 30. You really thought I was 29? Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. You would have thought I was 18 last year when I hadn't. I've started putting on weight, and weight makes you look older. And I noticed that this morning. I was like, yeah, I got to drop this weight. This is it. And I put on probably about 30, 35 unwanted pounds. I gotten all the way down. I went from like 270 down to 154. And I said I wasn't going to go above 200 again. I'm over 200. And my scale stopped working because I'm sure the battery is dead. And I've been refusing for the last 2 weeks to put the battery in so I can check. But it's time to start. It really is. You know, the pain of gain and the pain of regret, it's the same pain. I just haven't wanted to go through that pain of gain yet. So the pain of regret has been comfortable. But until it gets uncomfortable like it's starting to get now, you don't really truly make a change. So it's time to make a change. It's time to do something different. And I know exactly what I need to do because I can put it on like that. I can drop it like that. So I'm about to drop it like it's hot. I shower every day, sometimes twice a day. I work really hard all the time. I sleep a lot. I love naps. And if there's a beauty secret, I love naps. I love a nap. Oh my goodness. In the middle of the day, and I learned that in the Navy. We call them nooners. Oh my goodness. I love me a nap. Yes, I do. I left my necklace today. I don't know if it's even possible anymore. I didn't want y'all to see me sneeze. Thank y'all. I know y'all said blessing. I don't know FOH. Full of hope. I don't know if it's even possible anymore. Poor people here are better off than America for now, but the depression will change that. Yeah, I see it coming. I mean, I see hard times ahead of us, and it's so important now to make sure we all prepped up. And what I can tell you is beans and rice, rice and beans, beans and rice, rice and beans. Thank you, Ashley. Start storing that. If nothing else, store your beans and rice and beans. Store that. And it's so funny. I told the story the other day because I've been really on this. I don't know why I want to get a boat all of a sudden. I want a boat. And I get into these look because I wanted an airplane like 6 months ago. Still want an airplane, but I think it would be so cool. And of course, it would be a real challenge for us with the dogs. But I think it would be so cool if we hopped on a sailboat and sailed down to like Galveston, Texas, or Louisiana, the coastal Louisiana, and then my family came to see us. I just think that would be cool. I don't know why I think that would be cool. I just think it would be cool. Anyway, I'm as prepped as I can afford to be at this point. A houseboat is actually a good idea, bro. Well, the more I've been researching these boats, the more I want my boat to be functional. I don't think a houseboat is functional. For example, if you need to go somewhere, and I'm talking about, brave the waves, then I just heard something that sounded like a siren. That's what caused me some alarm. A houseboat's not gonna cut it. That's gonna be a flat bottom boat. That's just not gonna make it. So I think, that was the train. So I believe that a sailboat, and I've been doing some research, y'all. And see, me, I have learned in my older age to buy right the first time. Hello, I can stay. Oh, you can stay for the chat today. Yay, Gene's gonna be able to stay. All right. A houseboat will keep your family safer than living on land, I think. Okay, explain why. I mean, I can see that point. First of all, you have a smaller community of people that know where you are. Secondly, you have a natural perimeter, because you can see, you can see people coming from the water. One thing you have to worry about from the water is more boat people, which usually are not going to bother you. And you got a 180-degree perimeter for land, and you can usually see people coming from land. Boat, you are not under any government law, international waters. Good way to go. Okay. I love that. Thank you. You did all caps there, alarm. I was like, oh my God, what is Full of Hope saying? Yes, a houseboat, and there are other boats with upstairs and downstairs. Yeah, that's true too. I think it's going to get to a point. Y'all getting me totally off topic. I really wanted to talk about dreams and goals today, but I really believe that we are about to go through a total economical change. Both people are happy and a community. Now that's true. Yes, a houseboat and there are other boats. Okay, yeah, boat people are usually pretty happy. I mean, how could you not be happy? You're out on the water all the time. I mean, that's one of our natural. I believe that's a natural endorphin for humans, just being around water. Anytime you think about going on vacation, what's 90% of the time people are thinking about going somewhere where some water is, right? With everything that we are now being told we have to comply with, you can live the way you want in a houseboat. You can get a boat to fix for $15K or under. Now, that is true. But see, I don't have boat experience. So if I buy a boat, it's going to have to be a boat that's ready to be on the way. I cannot. Yeah, RVP. I've been looking at that too. Yeah, I don't have the time, the energy, the patience, or the knowledge, which is the most important, to be fixing a boat. Now, I guess I know that when you engulf yourself in something, you're going to learn it. And you're gonna learn every part of a boat. If you take a boat apart and you strip it down and you put it all back together, yeah, you know what you're doing. You are parking the boat, not driving it. I would not want a boat on the Youngest River right now. I don't know what it is. That must be in Ireland. Yeah, I wouldn't want a boat on the river at all. That's a nice boat right there. Let me show you. This has been backboat every single day. Look at her. It's background noise. It's funny how when you talking about things and thinking about things, how things turn from background to foreground. I wouldn't. Okay, you got to said it already. All right, so yeah, I've been really researching, and I found one this morning. And it's a little fix me upper, but I saw the inside of it and I was like, oh my God, it needs so much work. But the dude's selling it for $350. I mean, it's in the water already, so at least it floats. But I already know, I already know by looking at the inside of it. I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for a project like that. I did not. It's funny, I talked to my best friend, we texted yesterday, and I just straight up asked, I said, man, look, every time I brought you something the last 3 years, first I was like, I got a question I want to ask you. It's been bothering me for like 3 years now. Every time I brought you something in the last 3 years, you've been negative about it. Why is that? And he's like, well, I know we need money, and money's not a motivating and a driving factor for me anymore, and I just can't see myself, building a business where I need people, basically to override and all that kind of stuff. Grab it? No. As long as there are no leaks or mold, etc. China. What is this person doing in front of me? They're moving so slow right now. It's like they're scared of the police or something. They probably are. But I'm not the police. I'm just a big old truck behind you. I also found another one for 30 grand. The thing was immaculate, and it would sleep like 7 or 8. So that means you could live on board that one. Pop-up camper can also come in handy. I agree with that, Watchman. I totally agree with that. All right, so China. Oh, it ran down for electricity. It's so big, it slows the rotation of the Earth. Really? Oh, as soon as we're going to break. Oh, God. That's going to be disaster. Yeah, so I mean, and I went to the marina yesterday just to look. Why y'all going so slow? Anyway, yeah, I went to the marina yesterday just to look. I even called, I called and texted a company that's supposed to do like lessons, but they didn't contact me back. So I'm about to go with somebody else, I guess. We got this little place down. It's really not that far from me. Probably like 10, maybe 12 minutes from my house. Well, we can actually rent a boat. I'm gonna see if Jennifer wants to go out tomorrow. Pray for Chinese people. Yeah, CCP is not their fault. So I'm gonna see if she wants to go out tomorrow. But if we do go out tomorrow, I got to get a trolley motor. I can't be paddling no boat. We did that like, golly, Junior was little, so Junior's probably like 9. Kid is like 20 now. So we did this like 11 years ago. We went out and rented a boat. I mean, little pontoon, like a little, that's not what they call them. They call them North Carolina skiffs. They're pretty heavy. I mean, this thing is, you can paddle, but it takes some doggone energy to paddle them things. And Jennifer, of course, she was loving it because she loves her workout. But I'm thinking about buying a little trolley motor. I think that's what they're called. And I already got batteries, so I don't, I can always hook it up to the little battery and we can go out there and roll around, do what we do, and do that. I don't know. It's something to do. Maybe to get this little boat fever out of my system. But I think the boat thing would be a good getaway, even if like on the weekends. If Jennifer and I if we just left church on Sunday, just went out and spent a few hours just on the boat, just hanging out, cleaning up, chilling, or whatever. Maybe had lunch out on the boat. I just think that would be so cool. Hey, Truth Warrior, how you doing? I've wanted an RV since I was a kid. Really? Well, you should get you one for the whole. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys like this, and this goes back to those those dreams, and those dreams coming true. Make it happen. South Carolina is a very, very good price on campers. I'm nowhere close to South Carolina. I can't talk to this person. China bought 40% of our crops. Okay. Yeah, South Carolina is really far away. South Carolina is at least an 8-hour drive. And I couldn't imagine pulling a boat that far. I wouldn't want to do nothing like that. I'm getting ready to go out of town. I don't want to be here on my birthday. When is your birthday, Truth Warrior? I don't have you on the calendar. So yeah, full of hope. If you want an RV, get an RV. I mean, figure it out. Figure out a way. I mean, because I'm like this now. Make your dreams happen. And that's not an impossible dream. Today is your birthday? Oh my God, Truth Warrior. You should have told me. August the 14th. Happy birthday. We're so glad you came. Happy birthday from the Positive Prepper Gang. Happy birthday, True Warrior. That's awesome. Buy South Carolina and take it back home. Didn't I just say I didn't want to have to drive a boat back home? That'd be crazy. The money I'm gonna spend on gas and time, I mean, even if I was gonna, let's just say I was gonna spend $500, I would just buy a boat here locally and just pay the skiff fee. Same money. And that's another thing. Then you gotta house the boat, and that's like minimum I've seen is like $250 a month. That's just to have the boat in the water. So I mean, but you can untie the boat, take off whenever you want to. That's the good thing about having it at the marina. You go park, take your little supplies out there on the boat, untie, boom, you're out in the water within like 20-30 minutes. Have it delivered. Oh yeah, if it's good enough price, yeah. But then with boats, you gotta be real careful. You gotta be more careful with a boat than you are with a car. And what I'm finding out is there's so many things about a boat that I don't know. Y'all remember I showed y'all, what Dr. Ray Hagen teaches. This is the circle. This is, good gracious, that hole was huge. All right, so this is the circle of knowledge that you have. Everything outside of this circle is everything you don't know. I know enough about boats. No, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing with a boat. Thank you, Ashley. I'm boiling eggs on my normal diet, 200 calories a day. I'm packing good snacks for the road going to Chicago. I think we're talking different size boat. I'm talking a cheap boat for $10,000. Have it delivered. Well, I've been looking at boats under $5,000. So, yeah. I mean, I can get a boat around here. Y'all forget, I live in Norfolk, Virginia Beach. So, boats around here are a dime a freaking dozen. And I can catch somebody at the right time. Matter of fact, I found one for $350. I found another one for $1,400. I found one for like $1,600. And these are all, boats that I've been researching. It's something that I really would think I would want. So I'm finding boats. I'm finding cheap boats. Found one for $30,000. That would be like a serious upgrade. That boat was beautiful. I was like, oh, by these pictures, nothing. You need nothing on this boat. But see, if I'm gonna start with a boat, I'm gonna start with a small boat. Something that can sleep me and Jennifer, so we can learn. Cause see, we don't know. I don't know. So I would need to. First of all, we're gonna take some lessons, cause neither one of us know what the heck we're doing. Number one. Number two. Just in case this is something that I don't want to do long term, I want to buy cheap enough so I can get rid of it. If I buy a, I don't know, let's say $3,000 boat, and I don't want it anymore, I can get rid of it for $1,000, $1,500, whatever, and recoup recoup enough on my loss that I'm like, okay, well, it cost me $2,000. Or hell, give it away. But like, hey, will you come take this boat from me? Then you gotta worry about titles and registrations and taxes, and so I mean it's an expense. Oh, I've been on Craigslist like crazy. As a matter of fact, you got Craigslist, you got Boat Finder, it's one that starts with a K, Kilowatt or something. You got so many ways of finding, boats, especially if you live close to the water. Yeah, I live in Portsmouth. I got water where I have a marina probably 3 miles from me. So, finding a boat is not a big deal. Knowing what the hell I'm looking at is, because I have no clue. So I've been watching a ton of YouTube. This is how I do all my research. I watch a ton of videos, YouTube videos about the subject, and I watched them all. I've probably watched every small boat. I've probably watched every sailboat video twice in the last 6 months. It's crazy. It's getting to the point now I'm like, come on guys, give me some new material. And then I'm watching videos on how to inspect boats, you know. Because the one thing I'm finding out, well, I'm finding out a bunch of things, but one of the most serious things I'm finding out is you want to make sure that when you inspect the boat, you don't have any rot close to the keel. Oh, because that means your boat's going to sink. And there's more water outside the boat than you want inside. Ask a marina if they have any for sale. It's a good idea. I'm still in the research, arena right now. Truth word, do you have any soil in Scotland that can be farmed? It's very rocky in Scotland, isn't it? Truth word. Sounds great. Roderick, I've been getting more ill this week. Yeah, I know you said you wasn't feeling good. I don't want to be tested. I can't blame you. I can't say I blame you about that. I wouldn't want to be tested for anything right now either. Even if it was something, came up minor, I wouldn't. It's a crazy time we live in, It really truly is, but a lot of people are like, I'd rather know than not know, and a lot of people are like, I'd rather not know. And like I said, I think yesterday or the day before, I think it's going to get to the point where it's going to be like the sick against the non-sick, and I think we're all going to be infected. Did you freak about the peace agreement? Revelations. I don't know anything about the peace agreement. I have not watched any news, so explain to me what's going on. Arizona, Ohio, what are y'all saying? I'm in Scotland, Auburn. My friends from Scotland moved to Arizona, which is where I'm headed. I'm in Ohio, but not for long. Okay, not for long. Gotcha. I heard about the peace agreement and that it's revelation. Do you have enough rainfall in Arizona? Yeah, I don't know about Arizona. Arizona seems to be really, really dry. We had looked at land in Arizona, then I looked at the rainfall, and I was like, yep. Off-grid Desert Farmer and Paula Adrian, they live out in Arizona. And they have had some challenges growing stuff out there. But they're figuring it out. So I don't know, y'all. It's just life. I really look at life now as life is my pearl, or life is my oyster, however it goes. And anything and everything is possible. But I'm looking at these boat people, and even though coronavirus is affecting them, they just all seem to be happy, And I think that's what we're all looking for. We're all looking for happy, We're all looking for the pursuit of happiness. So I know we're not going to be where we're living now long. I know we just can't do that. We can't stay where we are. I feel like we're we advanced, and then I feel like we are and have been stagnant for a while, and now I think if we stay there any longer, I think if we stay there another year and a half, I think we'll be moving backwards. Honestly, that's the way I feel. If we don't make if we don't get us a new place in the next year and a half and upgrade, I'm literally gonna feel like we're moving backwards. Literally. All right, not sure. Let me see what you guys are saying. I need to work on some paperwork too. I'm going to try to get some more information about Revelations today. I only know the agreement is part of it. Not sure, Almond. Since I'm not there, I'm being drawn to the Grand Canyon recently. I've been having dreams about it. The only thing I can concern myself at this point is getting through my grief and getting my supplies to their final destination. Grand Canyon would be great. There's plenty of water there. When I was in the area, Williamsburg was kind of rural. Yeah, Williamsburg is, but see, Williamsburg is so expensive because it's colonial. You know, that's where the settlers came when they first came to Virginia. So that place out there is it's ridiculous. If we're gonna make a move to a rural area, it's gonna be Suffolk. Full of hope, nothing really. I only know that it's time for me to leave. I am not from here, but out west. Oh, Auburn, it takes time. I am so sorry you're going through this. You could need to move by year's end. Yeah, Watchman, I know you're going through some broken heartedness right now, and I don't wish that pain on anybody. So hopefully the channel is giving you a little relief here and there. You know, I just saw something that was so truly amazing. These people took the trailer and they put some like 2x8s in it, and that's what we need to do with our trailer at our company. We need to put the 2x8s and create a floor, because that little wire mesh thing that the trailer comes with is just not, it's not gonna do it. I mean, it's been working for years now, but yeah, that's so I don't even know why I came to Lowe's. I really don't know. I went to Williamsburg, Indy, Bicentennial on a trip. Okay, cool. I'm sure it was very, very colonial. I've only been out there once. Well, we've been to Jamestown once. It was so funny because they have all these, you know, reenactments at Jamestown, and this guy was, I don't know, fixing a net or something, and he asked my son. My son was small at the time. He's like, "Where you from?" He's like, "From Norfolk." And the guy was like, "What river do you take to get there?" Fell out. So Junior's like, "We take 64. He's like, "What is 64? And of course, you know, he's speaking this old English accent. And boy, my son got so frustrated trying to tell him how to get to Norfolk. And he was like, "What river do you take?" I was like, "Tell me you take the James River." Oh goodness, yeah, Williamsburg is pretty cool. Yes, it is. You guys are great, and you are a breath of fresh air. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Truth for you, dreams like a movie. Let me tell y'all a dream I had the other night. I dreamt the other night that I was Donald Trump's religious advisor. And I mean, this is true. I'm not making this up. I dreamt that I was part of the cabinet, and I was one of his religious advisors, and I was in charge of the services for, you know, the church services. And Donald Trump came to me. President Donald Trump came to me, and he said, "Hey, Roderick, I need you to make this service a little bit better." I was like, "Okay, what can I do?" He's like, "Put all the good stuff in the beginning." I was like, "What do you mean by good stuff?" He was like, "You know, like the announcements and stuff." This is true, y'all. I had this dream just the other night. Oh God, it was so funny to me. I bet I've been to more places in the U.S. than you probably have been to more places in the U.S. than I have. Let's see, where have I been in the United States? Full of hope, kind of, but differently. We go ahead. Dream, massive flood, breaching a dam. The water was literally rushing over the top. You could not see the dam itself. Oh gosh, what happened? No, don't time me out. Oh shoot. No. Auburn, I blocked you some kind of way. I am so sorry. It's going to block you for like 5 minutes. I don't even know how that happened. Oh my God. I have a dream also. Sure they were prophetic, but not sure how to interpret them. I felt like it was China. The truth were 3 gorge down. Oh my God, oh my God. So it is going to burst. Somebody interpret my dream. Somebody please interpret my dream. Anyway, I chalked it up as I can't even remember what the heck I was watching or doing before I went to bed, so I just figured it was just something subconscious. It might have been full of hope. I knew she wasn't gonna stop. I'm glad. That's why I stopped here and just waited. Because I can usually look at cars and just see the car coming and be like, you're not gonna stop, are you? And I just wait. And usually I'm right. So, oh shoot, what were we talking about? But I'm sorry. Watchman, I did not mean, I don't even know how that happened. And I didn't even know I had those kind of controls on this platform. Okay, so my dream was I was working in President Donald J. Trump's cabinet. I was in charge. I was one of his religious advisors. I was in charge, apparently, of the church service and the order of service. President Trump comes to me and he's like, Roderick, I need you to make this church service better. I'm like, okay, how? He's like, put all the good stuff up front. I said, okay, what's the good stuff? He like the announcements and stuff. I was like, okay. And I just started laughing because I'm like, do you want to hear the preacher at all? Centuries about floods. I am waiting to see if there's some like even 3 damn bears and flood broke. He's an attempt to say the dam. Say your dream again. I also saw many people going through tunnels. This was after the Beirut bombing. Don't worry about the dam. It is out of our control. True, Kansas Terry. I know. Oh, hey, Kansas Terry. There was light in the tunnels in. I don't even know. It didn't happen. Laugh out loud. Oh, it didn't? Okay, cool. I'm glad. So I'm going to try something here. I can't imagine anybody being capable of advising him on anything. He seems so headstrong. He would just do what he wants to do anyway. Trump. Trump wants me to preach. Alright, so let's see what that did. I was in church when I had those visions. Did that do anything right there, what I just did? Oh, God. Oh, it put a comment. It put your comment up here. Delete comment. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Oh, goodness. Now I'm really messing up. Trump wants me to preach. Y'all, that's too funny. I didn't know I could even do this kind of stuff I'm doing. You're grainy. So I guess whatever I did screwed up the thing. Oh, man. Okay, I need to laugh this morning. Wasn't that a funny dream? That was, and I woke up laughing. I woke up telling Jennifer about that. Oh, okay. So it's stuck there. Now I don't know how to get rid of it. All right, let's see. Hide. No, I don't want to hide Jean's comment. I want to hide Full of Hope's comment. Or what? No. Oh well. I'm sorry, y'all. I screwed it up. That's what I get for trying to make the piece deal really freak me out. New comments. We're here every day. We are a funny band of folks. We are. I believe God is coming to some of us through dreams and visions. Well, if you read Bible, you know, the Bible even says that young men will dream dreams and old men will have visions or something like that, or vice versa. Okay, let me see if I can hide this comment there. Nope. Okay, let's see if that did it. Nope, that didn't do it. I can't get rid of this comment. Oh yeah, it won't stop. Poor old guy. He couldn't handle my preaching. I go straight to the source of the problem, give the solution. I believe God is coming. Okay, and that's very possible. So look, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end. I got some paperwork I gotta do. So I'm gonna park over here under the shade, and I am gonna do this paperwork. I have both. Mine started back in 1999 with my Apostolic? Is that what it is? Dream. Oh, apocalyptic. I'm sorry. Apocalyptic dream. All right, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I may come in a little later. I know every time I say that, it seems like it doesn't happen. But I'm going to try today. How about that? What happened to about Full of Hope comments? Something about it. Something about me? Oh, I don't know. I was messing around with stuff, and I might have inadvertently deleted some stuff. So y'all forgive me, you know, because I was messing with it. I didn't even know I could do. I didn't even know I could do what I was doing. So if y'all missed any comments, I apologize. It was not on purpose. It was on accidentalness. If that makes any kind of sense. I don't know if it did or not. So anyway, I will see y'all later. Okay? Y'all be blessed. Trust and faith in God is the only solution for anything. Especially now. During 9/11, I felt like I was there. Wow. Okay, bye. Happy birthday, Truth Warrior. Enjoy your trip. And if I come back in today, we will sing happy birthday to you again, okay? All right, you take care. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all be blessed.